makes a nice noise, though, doesn't it?
Es 31 de octubre de 2020, el Día de las Brujas de uno de los años más extraño, intenso, desafiante y jodido desde el último matrimonio de Brian Crow. Y si alguno de ustedes la ha conocido, saben que es 31 de octubre de 2020. Pero aún así, el Día de las Brujas, incluso de para una audiencia presumiblemente llena de adultos desafiantes y jodido desde algo el último matrimonio de Brian Crow, remunerados. Y si alguno de ustedes la ha conocido, saben que es 31 de octubre de 2020. Pero aún así, el Día de las Brujas, para una audiencia presumiblemente llena de adultos desafiantes, a continuación tendremos que el último matrimonio de Brian Crow, remunerados. Y si alguno de ustedes la ha conocido, saben que es 31 de octubre de 2020. Pero aún así, el Día de las Brujas, para una audiencia presumiblemente el programa que están a punto de ver, a continuación tendremos que el último matrimonio de Brian Crow, a mirar, y si alguno de ustedes la Es 31 de octubre de 2020, el Día de las Brujas de uno de los años más extraño, intenso, desafiante y jodido desde el último matrimonio de Brian Crow. Y si alguno de ustedes la ha conocido, saben que es 31 de octubre de 2020. Pero aún así, el Día de las Brujas de uno de los audiencia presumiblemente llena de adultos desafiantes y jodido desde el último matrimonio de Brian Crow, remunerado.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious this summer in the land of oak. And that is some dreary shit to open the show. But look, like a testicle, the moon hangs low in the sky. COVID, lockdown, and death, oh my. More is dread anon. But wallow not in fear. Rejoice, I say to you, good cousins, for it is to the purpose of entertainment which has brought thee here this day. And it is to that most wondrous purpose our actions are addressed. We now present to you these amusements of severely questionable value, make no mention of moral fiber. I speak of morality, and like a politician, bullshit doth fall from my lips. In it, the performer's eternal quandary, art or commerce, commerce or art. For it is the creed in the woods of holly, to thine own box office be true. I ask myself, to sell out or not to sell out? That is the question. Whether it is nobler of mind to stick to one's artistic guns, or pimp thyself righteously and make an outrageous fortune.
Shouldn't he be wearing tights?
What?
I said, shouldn't you be wearing tights? You should, shouldn't you? Prancing about like that, droning on and on. Oh, winter of our discontent and all.
Hold thy tongue. Shut it, I say. How much mammal toe do you want anyway? I am not prancing. I am an actor.
You're a loony.
Assholes do vex me. I am acting.
Is that what you call it? Acting the fool, more like.
Everyone's a critic. That's the name of the show, you twat-faced moronic proof of parental regrets. This is Mordred, acting the fool, Halloween episode. Trick or treat, bitches.
Mordred, come and get your Mordred. Come on in, Mordred
Halloween
lovers.
episode.
We have got
Trick
your
or treat,
Mordred here
bitches.
at Acting the Fool. You can join us, and we've got all the Mordred you could ever want or need. We've got black Mordred, white Mordred, Mexican Mordred, Asian Mordred. We've got hairy Mordred, smelly Mordred. We've got fat Mordred, thin Mordred, old Mordred, young Mordred, but we've got plenty of Mordred. We've got horse Mordred, dog Mordred, chicken Mordred. I'm sick of this I don't do impressions well, guys. Thanks. Welcome to Acting the Fool, everybody. Once again, number 5 of the band Mordred. I am your host, Mean Dave, but for this particular episode, I am from dusk till Dave. That's basically... people have been wondering what exactly. I'm not in makeup. I just woke up and didn't take a shower, and came right down to the studio late, and am here to once again host this wonderful show. Thanks for joining us, everybody, wherever the hell you're at, watching YouTube, or if you're watching this later, whatever. This has been one of the coolest second times that I've gotten to do something that my 13-year-old self would be overjoyed, and to hear that I grew up to be one day hosting an online show in the middle of a pandemic in 2020 of a band that I had a cassette of when I was 13. 44-year-old me is like, you need health insurance, motherfucker. And to hear that I grew up to be, I'm not sure if you have your priorities straight, but this has been this is one of those things that I'm grateful to do. 2020 obviously has been one of those years that I don't know why we are celebrating. I think we're celebrating Halloween, not to be scared, but to have a day of more lightheartedness, because 2020 has clearly been one of those years that is terrifying. A lot of people have been saying, well, this must be a great year for writing material for a comedian. And I would say, no, it hasn't been. It's been a disaster every single week. We've had the pandemic. Then you have police brutality, riots. We've had fires. We've had fire tornadoes. We've had everything. Then we got an election coming up that's dividing everybody. So quite frankly, 2020's been what I like to call the great unfriending of 2020, primarily on social media, because everybody is drawing a line in the sand over every little detail in their lives, from politics to Pop-Tarts. People are just like, if you love chocolate Pop-Tarts, unfriend me now, all right? And quite frankly, yeah, if you do like chocolate Pop-Tarts, unfriend me, because those shits are disgusting. I mean, I don't even know why they make that flavor. But I will say that one of the things, I've been trying to be more positive on social media. I've actually posted not too long ago that went to the grocery store, got my groceries in less than 20 minutes. Pretty cool. And the first comment I got was from my aunt, who said, oh, that's great. Did you wear your mask like a little bitch? I said, how'd you know, Auntie? I did wear my mask like a little bitch. And I went and got my groceries like a little bitch, paid for them like a little bitch, and went home, made a nice little bitch dinner. Had a nice little bitch dessert right after that. Made a little bitch bubble bath and enjoyed that for about a half hour. And now I'm about to go to bed and be a happy little bitch while you're a sad little bitch who needs to keep her mask on. So why don't you stop trolling me there, Auntie? You know. The next comment was a little bit more concerning, though, because this was something that some of you might be seeing out there. Next comment was, how could you go shopping for groceries at a time like this? Don't you know that the elite are trafficking children? I was like, what? Yeah, I know, it's pretty heavy. And I said, yeah, I've been made aware of it. It's horrible. But I can't fight child trafficking on an empty stomach. And I need to eat. And not only that, I do fight child trafficking the best way I know how, and that's by not having any fucking kids. That's, cut them off at the source. That's how I see, Don't start none, won't be none. That's how it is. It's all you irresponsible parents that are having children willy-nilly that are all scared shitless about all that stuff. But, yeah, so that's just kind of how it's been. It's great also, this is, again, one of the coolest things. I've actually been doing more gigs during this pandemic for metalheads than I ever thought I would be in my life. I actually just did a gig recently for Violence, member of Violence, the band Violence, not actual violence, but the Phil Demmel. He had a great place, Back Lounge in Dublin, and I got to do a show there. And Violence actually came under some scrutiny on the internet over having a video where they do a cover of California Uber Alice, and apparently some words in the song, people assumed that they were anti-maskers because of some lyrics saying take their masks off. Me personally, I was kind of surprised because I haven't understood a heavy metal lyric in over 30 years. Nor have I cared. I mean, quite frankly, you could be reciting the recipe to my grandma's spaghetti, and I would not even know the difference. I've never paid attention to a lyric. One of my favorite bands is Napalm Death. Couldn't tell you what the fuck they're talking about, all right? And it's just news. Not only that, again, in 2020, there's been a lot more political issues and all that stuff. Metalheads are actually giving a shit about politics today. There are metalheads who are for Trump. There are metalheads who are for Biden. I am old-fashioned. Whatever happened to metalheads who are for Satan? Yeah. Whatever happened to metalheads who are for death? All right, I'm a end of the world kind of guy. That's what really speaks to my heart. Old-fashioned. So, but yeah, like I said, this has been one of those kinds of things. It's been strange. I don't know if I talked about this the last time I was here. But I never thought we take things for granted with this pandemic. And I never thought I would ever be nostalgic for a public restroom until the pandemic. And I got to learn that the hard way. Last time I peed at a bathroom in Sunnyvale, peeing in a urinal next to another dude who was peeing. And we weren't paranoid either. It was one of those times where we were peeing even streams. Sometimes if the streams aren't even, you get a little paranoid or competitive. But this day was actually pretty cool. But then when we were done peeing, we both were washing our hands. And this guy had his sink on full blast. He was pounding the soap dispenser. And I realized this dude was taking a bath over there. And I'm like, what is he doing? And I looked over, and it was this scared young Asian dude. He was terrified. And he kept looking at me like I was going to do something. And I was like, why is this young man so scared? And that's when I realized this was in the middle of March when Donald Trump was referring to the coronavirus as the Chinese virus. And I realized this young man thought I was going to commit a hate crime. And I had to put him at ease. And all I could think of was that scene in Good Will Hunting. And so I finished washing my hands, dried them, turned to this young man, put my hands on his shoulders, looked him square in the eye, and I said, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. I said it 20 times. And even gave him a deep hug. We hugged for 5 minutes and let him know we were on the same side. And then we both came down with coronavirus the very next week after that. But I got the old clear. That was back in March. We are ready for one hell of a show here at Acting the Fool, number 5. Where the fuck is the band? Let's get them up here. Danny, Jim, Art, Jeff, Scotty, DJ Paz. Let's have a round of applause for Mordred, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Hello, and welcome to Acting the Fool, everybody. We are Mordred, and we're going to pull from our first album for a song we haven't played in probably 30 years. So I hope everybody out there enjoys it. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. All right. Happy Halloween. Feliz Dios de los Muertos. Amigos, amigas, tíos, tías, abuelitas, abuelas, todos en el mundo. We are Mordred, and we say to all, Happy Halloween. What do you think, boys? We've chosen a specific group of songs for this day. The earth a thousand lives. No one's disciple. To the wind and sky, dancing those blue visions fall. Blindly blind to find the silent words I spoke. Underneath the desert sky, we reach into another world, and our souls will never die. Our stride purified over miles of fire. Hypnotize my mind's eye out of body flight. To the wind and sky, dancing those flow visions smoke. Blind to find the silent words I spoke. We dream the vast horizon underneath the desert sky. We reach into another world, and our souls will never die. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Heino in Germany.
Mordred, 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 come and get Mordred lovers. All right. Another round of applause for Mordred, I guess. Right, everybody? Applaud for yourselves, boys. Wonderful, wonderful job. Hell yeah. All right. Now that have we got all our scheduled technical difficulties out of our way, by the way? I want to make sure we got them. All right, cool. Because speaking of technical difficulties, let us go to our crack news team. One-man news team, Brian Crow and Handbasket News, everybody.
Thank you. Speaking of crack, I'll be doing that later. It's Halloween 2020. There's craziness in the streets, drugs in the candy, razor blades in the apples, an election coming, and a virus that wants to kill us. Or at least give us a bad cough. How about a little satire to ease your pain? I'm Brian Crow, and this is In a Handbasket News. Hit it!
Okay, no problem with that.
Oh, good. All right. News. Hit it! Good. News. Hit it! I love that intro piece. That's why we showed you more of it. The music's great. I know I wrote it. Hi, anyway. Our top story tonight, the United States and the UK have simultaneously done studies on how long immunity to COVID-19 lasts after being infected and recovering from the virus. The 5-month-long study has shown that immunity lasts at least 5 months. In other news, Washington State has reportedly discovered multiple nests of what are known as the Asian murder hornet. Upon this discovery, the American Civil Liberties Union and the Anti-Defamation League have brought in their legal teams on behalf of the hornet, saying, as of yet, it has not been proven that these hornets have committed any crime, much less murder. In this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. Ask any African American. So until there is proof of a crime being committed, we demand that they are referred to as alleged murder hornets. In a related story, a new kind of insect has been discovered in the city of San Francisco. Known as the millennial wasp, this bug doesn't buzz so much as make kind of a whining noise. Sort of like Gregorian chants being performed by monks sucking on helium. They are relatively harmless as they won't use their dull stinger because someone might find it offensive. So instead, they just die, having achieved nothing more than being annoying. This bug doesn't buzz so much. A new study has made the conclusion that people who behave stupidly are less successful than people who do not behave stupidly. The main problem being those people are too stupid to notice. Moving on. For this broadcast, In a Handbasket News was asked to keep the content more PG-13 by someone who clearly doesn't know me, but loves futility, which prompted the discovery of research showing that the average age range of children beginning to use cuss and swear words is approximately 6 to 8 years old. Yes, this includes your little angel too. But with the benefit that kids who swear also show the ability to communicate more effectively, understand the meaning of a sentence and the emotion attached, and they express emotion without having to resort to physical violence. Children also find adults' hypocritical attempts to hide the language they hear you use all the time laughable. So when you're trying to hide it from them, just remember that those kids are thinking, yeah, fuck you. Turning to the world of music, Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne claim they have been victims of credit fraud. Former Ozzy guitarist Jakey Lee said, oh wow, just like the writing credits on Bark at the Moon. Members of alt-indie soy-based bands Vampire Weekend, Tame Impala, Purity Ring, War on Drugs, and a variety of other anemic talent frauds have started a supergroup called Kale Farmers. And they're releasing their debut single called In Bed by 11. They will be streaming live shows, raising funds to aid their fans that are dealing with erectile dysfunction and vaginal dryness. Finally, some good news. Somebody get that guy a Tums. Finally, some good news. After 25 long years, Bay Area thrash funk band Mordred will be releasing a full-length album in spring of 2021 titled The Dark Parade. Congratulations, fellas. Now, if those boys could just learn how to act. In not so happy news, as we have unfortunately become the case in the last few months, we have to take a moment to say goodbye and remember musicians who have left a mark on the music we all love so much. And not only is this month no different, this one really hurts. I am, of course, talking about the passing of Edward Van Halen on October 6th. This is a man who didn't just change the game, he took a flamethrower to it and never let the fire go out. Rest in peace, Eddie. The sound of your guitar will echo through eternity. So his passing has led the news team to ask a question. Can we stop losing great artists for a little while and start losing some shitty ones? Do we really need Britney Spears still? One of the guys from Milli Vanilli is still kicking around. Does that seem fair to you? Could we lose one of the Kardashians? Could we lose all of the Kardashians? Could we lose all of the Kardashians and Kanye West? One well-timed and well-placed lightning bolt, Lord, and the world would be a better place. Hang on a moment. I have breaking news. What? Sean Connery died today. This is fucking bullshit! And finally, we turn to the world of politics. Excuse me. To bring you up to speed, in just 3 days, the United States, as well as several other countries, will vote on who will be the next president of the United States. And in 3 months, hopefully we'll find out, after the legal battle, we'll find out who won. On October 22nd, there had been a final debate between the candidates. In a Handbasket news team got a behind-the-scenes scoop of reporting that apparently Trump was heard to say, "I smell burning toast," with Biden responding, "Bernie Sanders, where?" He then went on to speak in disjointed sentences, saying words that don't really belong together, continually mispronouncing his running mate's name, then gave up trying, began just referring to her as the help, before then falling face first back into his bowl of oatmeal. One of the four horsemen of the apocalypse was seen near the debate stage and said, "Damn, I'm tired. When this election is over, I'm hanging up my spurs. I'm going to move to Hollywood and become a film director. Then instead of focusing on world destruction, I can just destroy the work of the writers." Since then, Kamala Harris has been seen dodging questions and telling stories about her childhood while handing out severely redacted copies of her resume so we don't forget the qualifications we already know she has because she's told us. Vice President Pence was spotted in costume for Halloween today, dressed as the White Walker from Game of Thrones. So the really White Walker. Just behind him, as always, is Mother, with a spanking paddle and a ball gag. And current President Donald Trump was seen today dressed as a rag that has been wrung dry of anything worth mentioning. So soon we will find out who our next president will be, and now we're also going to find out if sketches jinx elections. Spoiler alert, they don't. All of us here at In a Handbasket News would like to remind you that whether or not upcoming events depress you or slow you down is completely up to you and nobody else. You can wallow in grief, stricken with misery, or maybe think of the great words of Pete Townsend. "I pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. Then I'll get on my knees and pray." Come on, boys, join in. "We don't get fooled again." That is our report. Happy Halloween. Drive dangerously. Take risks. We take you now to a very special interview segment with YouTube channel host, the one and only Jude Gold, and Mordred's very own Jeff Gomes. Take it away. Kisses. Yay!
Brought to you
That is
by
our report. Happy
Scoville
Halloween.
Roofing.
Drive dangerously. Take risks.
Don't live
We take
with
you now
a
to a very
drip.
special interview segment with YouTube channel host, the one and only Jude Gold, and Mordred's very own Jeff Gomes. Take it away. Kisses. Yay!
Brought to you
That is
by
our report. Happy
Scoville
Halloween.
Roofing.
Drive dangerously. Take risks.
Don't live
We take
with
you now
a
to a very
drip.
special interview segment with YouTube channel host, the one and only Jude Gold, and Mordred's very own Jeff Gomes. Take it away.
Brought to you by Scoville Roofing. Don't live with a drip. Brought to you by Scoville Roofing. Don't live with a drip.
It's Halloween and scary shit's happening, and sometimes the internet's possessed. It's hard to be scared on Halloween when you're doing a live streaming show in the middle of West Oakland and you're at the mercy of possibly a sideshow crashing into the studio at any moment. Just kind of so it's like, what really can you be scared about when this is just one of these things? But I will say one of the things that is pretty cool. It's good to see these guys still thrashing after all these years, because one of the things I know that makes one less metal is having a family. And I see way too many metalheads still try to hold on to that shit while being married with children at the PTA, making lunches and all that kind of stuff. And Mordred, what's cool about them is they weren't cool to begin with back in the day. They've always been on the cutting edge of doing their own fucking thing no matter what was cool. So that's one of the things, that's what makes them timeless and just one of those great things. So are they going to be jamming again right now, or what are we about to do? Just curious. This is live, folks, so when you watch these things, sometimes shit happens in real time. So fucking A, we figured it out. By the way, hey, band, everybody, let's give it up for our production team, Wayne and all of them. Wayne and Chris and everybody here, because keeping us on our toes, because that's the one thing that we,
Okay, we're going back and get us to the Jude Gold interview.
Get us to the Jude Gold. Okay, well, I'm about to learn who Jude Gold is, because I should have educated myself on this Jude Gold, but one of the things that I do know about Jude Gold is that Jude Gold talked to Jeff Gomes, and we have that interview for you here, which I am hoping we are about to go to right about. Keep it going. All right. Well, what I do know about Jeff Gomes, he's right here. And Jeff Gomes, turned out I learned all the 6 degrees of how I knew who Jeff Gomes was, because he played in bands such as Fungo Mungo. He played in Merv. I've seen these guys without knowing who the hell he was for a long time. And not only that, I live in Newark, California on Munyon Street. And little did I know that at one time Jeff Gomes was working on the house directly across the street from me. So it's incredible. Scott was too, as a matter of fact. And I passed right by them on my way to the bus. So you see the 6 degrees of all of these people coming full circle. This was meant to be. Just as this interview is meant to be right now. Please.
So like on our Patreon, we don't lie when we say we do drainage ditches.
Brought to you by Scoville Roofing. Don't live with a drip.
and people will.
Okay, everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Mordred's Acting the Fool. I'd like to thank my good longtime friend, Jude Gold, for coming out here, being a part of this.
Thanks for having me.
All the way down from Los Angeles, drove all the way here. And
Learjet was broken. I mean,
a little something about Jude is me and him have been playing together since we're about 10, 11 years old with our friends here in Berkeley. And Jude, since then, has been in bands called Electric Spaghetti, that Fungo and Electric Spaghetti used to play together. And since then, he's done many things, but most recently, he's in the Jefferson Starship. He is the writer for Guitar Player Magazine for a long time, and has his own podcast called No Guitar is Safe.
Nice.
Because with Judah, no guitar is safe, so.
oh man, thanks for the props, man. You mentioned all that stuff. I appreciate it so much.
Well, you know, I got to give props where props are due. That's for damn sure. And playing with you again has been a joy, even though it's only been a few minutes here so far. But we're going to do a little more jamming for everybody as this little episode goes on. So, once again, thanks for being on the show.
It's so close to my heart to be up here with you crazy cats. What's going to happen tonight? I don't know. Happy Halloween.
Yes. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is going to be one doozy of an episode.
This is how we normally dress, you know, like, but.
But I'm not in a luchador costume. This is how I go out.
Yeah. All right, let's play another lick right now. Just a 10-second lick.
Okay. What do you want to do? Little hyper stupid there.
The music is so close to my heart. I used to go to Fungo Mungo shows, and sometimes we played together. Like one of the first times you ever played up in Berkeley, 924 Gilman, the legendary club.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were called the Funksters, and we shared a bill. So cool.
We are the Funksters.
But then, like, I would just go to your shows, and like that song with Orion on the bass and Mike on the, dude, I'd be headbanging. I'd come home on like a Monday morning or something, and I could barely move my neck after going to a Fungo show.
Oh man, yeah, and also the Berkeley Square. All those clubs are no longer around, but Gilman's still around. Gilman's has survived all this, and who knows if it's going to be there after COVID, but it's still here.
Oh, it's amazing, man. The earliest I remember meeting you was you were the kick-ass drummer at Cazadero Music Camp.
Oh, Camp Kaz, yeah. I was, first year I went, I think I was 9 years old. I went there as a kid that was hoping everybody there would play Kiss songs. And I got there, and everybody was playing Judas Priest, which I had no idea who the hell they were. First song I played that gave me a problem was Blondie Call Me. And Rasmus Kennedy showed me how to play that song. And then from there, my left-hand game got better. And that was an inspiring summer, I'll tell you that.
He was great. Yeah, I remember Raz singing Purple Haze, too, at the theater.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. And there was this crazy tunnel. Did you ever go through that tunnel and went under the back of the theater, underneath the whole thing from the back row, like a drainage tube?
No, I never
climb through
went
that
there.
shit and you end up in the Russian River?
No, I actually didn't. All the years I went there, I never experienced this tunnel. You're bringing this up to me for the first time, and no, I never went to the tunnel.
Tell me if you remember this. Jeff Gomes was the only person I knew at CAS who had a girlfriend at the camp. You remember? I was impressed.
I had a girlfriend at the camp?
Yeah, we were in a class. You're like, this is my girlfriend.
Are you sure you're talking about me?
Yes. I can't remember what class it was. It was like drums or guitar or something. I was like, damn, you go,
Wow,
Jeff.
man, I must have been...
Age 10.
I don't remember. Oh, my gosh.
And then I remember when we had a band at Noah's house, you
Yeah.
came in with this killer lick. That was
I
fun.
haven't played that in 20 years, dude.
Well, I was always so impressed with your drumming because you were so badass to this day. I feel like
killing me.
I'm right. Like back then, I'm just a 10-year-old kid. I'm like, I think he's great. But all these years later, I'm proves that I was correct.
Well, I
'Cause you are
appreciate that.
Such a monster. But I mean, we were from Berkeley, and there's so many musicians in Berkeley, and Berkeley's so ahead of the curve in many ways. It's got the university, and I just thought all the great musicians were from Berkeley, and then you showed up.
Yeah, I was
and
from Fremont.
And then you came from Fremont with Mike Johnson on guitar, and Matt Weiniger.
Yeah.
Matt Weiniger fried my brain.
Oh, yeah. Well, he still fries brains, I'll tell you that right now.
Let me show you one thing I remember. So Matt, I'd never seen anybody do this before. He's like walking jazz chords and playing the bass line at the same time. So I went to my teacher, Dave Creamer, great guitar player. He used to play with Miles Davis. It's like, you got to show this kid came in there, man, from Fremont. And he was doing, and he showed me his cool, this kind of thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mordred Lounge.
Yeah. You know what? You talk about, I really, really appreciate all your compliments after all these years, but Jude was a guy who'd come through practice and just be having these ripping, insane solos and come up with these riffs. Now, I don't know if you remember, but you had a riff that you brought in one time. And we turned that into a whole jam.
That is so funny because I haven't thought of that in 20 or 30 years.
I know.
But I now
It's been 30
remember.
years. When we
That
were
was cool,
kids,
man.
I was like, dude, that's the bomb, and that's the shit.
Yeah. I remember another, Chris Powell, who's our overlord somewhere.
Overlord of the world. Oh.
He makes these things happen. I remember jamming with him and Moose one night forever, 30 years ago. This lick just came out of... Just all this memories come back, man. It's awesome.
Memories.
Yeah. But
What else you got, man? Keep on throwing them at me. What else you got, man? Let's just keep on rolling with it.
I mean, I can always go to fungo. Sex sells.
Oh.
Sex sells. I love that, man.
That was a Matt Weininger riff. Matt Weininger wrote that riff for Sex Sells. Where we play in Berkeley was like, we played some club over off of University with Electric Spaghetti. I remember me and you and the drummer, we used to always hang out, and the place was packed and just sweating everywhere, and everybody was slam dancing. We played there, I think, 2 times together. I can't remember the name of the club, though. I've been trying to figure out what the name of the club was, though.
Well,
it wasn't Berkeley Square.
We played at Laval's Pizza.
Yes, Laval's Pizza.
Downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs, Laval's. That's what it was.
We took over that shit. And then they didn't have us back the last time because during your set, people were, I remember they were thrashing so hard that the banisters, it looked like Cheers in there with all the oak wood and stuff and like kind of homey.
Laval's Pizza. That's hilarious. I've been racking my brain. Where was those shows we used to play with Electric Spaghetti all the time?
Laval's Pizza. Subterranean.
Laval's Pizza.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, let's play a spaghetti lick for the 1 or 2 spaghetti fans that are there.
All right.
Remember this one? Wait. Oh, the break.
This is fun. We're just riffing away.
1,000 years ago. But
yeah, you know what? It's been at least 30 years. I just turned 51 just this last September.
I just turned 30.
It's been 30 years.
I'm 30, he's 50. I don't know how this happened.
Actually, it's more like 31 because this is like 88 and 89 we're talking about.
1889? Or no.
Yeah, 1889. We were rocking in Berkeley.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh man, that's great, Jude, and I'm very happy, and it's great to see you, and great for you to come out here and reminisce like this, and to have such a profound, good guitar player for me to jam with again, and such a wonderful man in general, nice guy, Jude Gold. This is truly my honor to have you on our show. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and seriously, too much love to even measure for you, Jeff. I mean, you're the bomb, and you got a heart of gold. And
excellent, man. Well, I appreciate that. And thanks, everybody. We're gonna do a little more jamming for you, but we're gonna cut to a commercial break for half a second.
Yeah.
Mordred, for a penny. Welcome back here. We are ready for the second set of the night from Mordred here. But before we do that, want to give a shout out to Luis for taking care of the band. Yes, all 10 of your dollars, Luis, has made it to the band Mordred, and we will be able
Thank you, Luis.
We will be able to feed one member of their family for that $10. Thank you very much, Luis. Try not to be too drunk right now. It is still early. But without further ado, Mordred.
Yes.
Dumps killing with a quickness. On fire, the old house is burned, never to return. I just sit and I watch it burn. And the angels fall down from heaven. The demonic number 7. And the angels fall down from heaven. The demonic number 7. And we all go down from hell. And we all fall down. Looking for answer to another song and dancer. It changed into an unknown soldier. Wisdom waits the only older. Deconstruction and demolition. Moving at its own volition. Deconstruction and demolition. Moving at its own volition. And we all go down from here. And we all go
Thank you, Chris Powell, for helping us with the writing, for playing that, for doing all this filming for the shorts, for all you do. We love you, brother. That's our demonic 7th member right there. Chris Powell, let's give a round of applause. Come on now. All right. Let it be known. So we have carefully selected for you this evening some Mordred tracks that are in the spirit of this very spiritual, thin-veiled All Hallows Eve. And this one's actually not that spiritual. It's more like just fucking vote, because shit is not for you.
You're the great, you're the humble, you're the saint. Been lying here, we've been shedding tears. You're the sun, we revolve around the one. Obtained by those in charge. We see you living love. This is when I call. Take what you want from all. Back out and out of sight, 'cause this American dream is not for you, it's not. There's a lock on the box. There's a bar on the door. Back It's a scam, it's a sham, he's a shell for a spell. Use who I can't trust, make a dollar boom or bust. See my lawyer for the why, reframe it, then game it, then charge you interest in the name of God. That's what I call. Take what you want from all. Back down and out of sight, cause this American dream is not for you, it's not. There's a lock on the box, there's a bar on the door. Back down and out of sight, cause this American dream is not for you, it's not. No apologies, can't apologize. Easy to believe, no way to disguise. All that you receive, tears the angel's cries. Stricken with disease, all that you despise. Burning in my brain, kill the beast inside. In this life of pain, suffer from your pride. Gluttony and greed, all you can desire. Everything you need, then we all expire.
Individuals hold half the world's wealth. The U.S. is at the extreme in both inequality and poverty.
Red and blue states in the black and white world. Pay attention, what you see is what you get. The image of accomplishment is just an illusion. Urban quicksand, never-ending debt. The resurrection, the monolith, for you to stand project. All familiar faces are gone. Now the paper millionaires looking like I don't belong in the city I was born. But so far, the American dream. Easy to believe, no way to disguise. All that you receive, tears the angel's cries. Stricken with disease, all that you despise. Burning in my brain, kill the beast inside. In this life of pain, suffer from your pride. Gluttony and greed, all you can desire. Everything you need, then we all expire.
Thank you. I would like to say hello to Azzy Holderby, Mr. Bellotti, and I seem to have the rest of my screen blocked, but hey. Hello out there. In Halloween land. In Halloween land.
Back to the Mogans.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mordred. When you get more, it's hard to say. Can we get more Mordred? When you just say Mordred, I guess. I don't know, but that's another round of applause for yourselves, Mordred, I guess, or applaud at home wherever you're at. Luis, stop jacking off wherever you're at. I know what you're doing, Luis. Anyway. We've now got some commercials for you to enjoy at home. So please enjoy these fine commercials. Oh, no commercial? I go? Oh, all right. Enjoy them.
Brought to you by Dunleavy, the smoothest flavors, including limoncello and sweet leaf. Top shelf high-grade vape charges. Dunleavy.
What's up, and welcome to Mordred's Patreon page. We've been making music for over 30 years, and after a little time off, we are back. We've got new music, videos, and an online show called Mordred Acting the Fool coming at you every month. On our Patreon site, you will find stuff you won't find anywhere else. Up close and personal entries, interviews with band members, behind-the-scenes footage from our online show, Mordred Acting the Fool. Also, first looks at new music, rehearsals, us being crazy, and more. It takes a lot of time and money to make music videos, and produce a show like Acting the Fool. Time that we all also split between supporting our families by building houses, teaching music, and fixing drainage systems. Pledging $1, less than a cup of corporate coffee. $3, less than the app that you never use. Or $10 a month. Well, that's just generous, so thanks. We'll keep our content frequent and high quality. Pledging also gives you back something extra. Depending on amounts, early releases, exclusive contact, Zoom hangouts, etc. Not to mention.
Brought to you by Aphasia Recordings. Odd forms of sound.
Hi guys, hi to everyone, and hello to Mordred. It's an honor to be here talking to you guys. I'm gonna make it short. I am JR from DISASTRE NATURAL. I'm the bass player and the second vocals. We have been playing like 12, 13 years together. We are a crossover street trash band, and this year it's been very rough for us and for everyone, for sure. A lot of social problems and riots in the city before the COVID happened here in Chile. A lot of people lost his eyes in the police abuse. So we postponed everything we had to next year to go to Europe, and we're making the 5th album. We think that it's gonna be ready like in a few months from here, so it's going to be very brutal. And now I'm gonna present our one of the latest video we have made so far. It's Nuevo Orden Mundial. It's New World Order for this Day of the Dead with DISASTRE NATURAL. Check us out on Instagram, Spotify. We have 4 albums, a lot of video, fucking brutal. So don't miss us. And happy Halloween to everyone. Thank you to Mordred. Everybody, cheers, man.
Contra el orden mundial, la puta logia de Illuminati te quieren callar.
Brought to you by Got Electrical? We've got the power.
We're good? We're good? We're good. We're good. All right. Hope you enjoyed those commercials. Awesome. All right. That was awesome, according to Chris. He just said so. Fucking awesome. I know everybody, it's been a fun, thrashy Halloween. You got your thrash boner going, you know, with all the masculinity going on. But now's the time, my favorite part, for a little more culture, a little more sensual delight, if you will. Please welcome the feral, you told me, damn it, the feral feline, thank you. Feral feline antics, the burlesque beauty of Miss Kitty Oaks, everybody.
Brought to you by BAM Painting. painting new life into your living spaces. Brought to you by Continuum Tile, creating a new standard in tile setting.
Oh my God! Are you okay? What have you done?
Cops. What's up? You got any donuts?
Isn't he kind of big for a 6-year-old?
Do you want to work with a kid? The union problems? Stage parents? And let's not forget the Netflix cuties incident. For the sake of the sketch, he's a kid with a thyroid problem. Is that a Boy Scout uniform?
Yeah, we got defunded. But I'm working a lot more for the church lately, so I got that going for me, which is kind of nice.
Spent the first 8 years trying to reach him. Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, even Jimmy Buffett. Nothing worked. Spent the next 7 years trying to keep him locked away because what I realized was what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply weed evil. Weevil.
Well, he wobbles, but he doesn't fall down.
That kid sucked down more THC than Golden Gate Park in the summer of '69.
Really? Kind of jealous, actually.
Being relaxed, never been more dangerous.
What are you, some kind of anti-vaxxer?
Who's the Doobie Man?
Well, it was Davey's older brother, but he got busted.
I thought it was legal now.
Yeah, but he had the killer.
You can't kill the Doobie Man.
Hey, Chucks. What's up? Hey, I think these guys following us.
Hey, jerk, weed kills!
Is that the same car?
What car?
That car.
Hello? Hey, where am I, man? Hello? Dude, hey, yo, hey, lady.
Is that the latest in pot-smoking fashion? Come here, I'll smoke you.
Yeah, 911. Could you trace this call and tell me where I am?
How was that? I hope you enjoyed that back at home. Guys, we have got a special treat for you. All the way from England, joining Mordred tonight, Coldplay. No, wrong. I'm kidding. It's Mordred again. Back for a third set. Welcome. Welcome there, guys.
It's not as cold as the dry ice that we put into the water, and it did nothing. We just pulled it off. But it was a good try, a very good effort, y'all. And this is the last set for Mordred's Acting the Fool. Keeping with the spooky theme, y'all. Are you ready for this?
is just a little nip, a sip to warm my bones and soothe my fears. Gently grills for sleeping, rustle of my pain. Without the breath of life, something still remains. The end begins. Waiting with souls, she had to pay. No one will dragging from bodies on this night. Up from the top back into the light, into the light, into my sight, into my sight. Back, can't make it right, can't make it right, can't make it right. Dragging for bodies real nice. Up from the top back into the light, into the light. Can't make it right.
Thank you, good people, for tuning in this fine All Hallows Eve. Don't we have some new vinyl available? This could be yours for the low, low price of what? What is the low, low price? $18? That is nothing in 2020.
18? Let's do it. They can do it. See?
2, done. Speak some more as we... bringing no attention to Chris in the back there, fixing something or other. What are we doing? We're having a great time. I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm sure some people out there are getting some kids trick-or-treating. And I hope you've made your cool candy chute or your candy bazooka or whatever you have, candy catapult. Anything to fling the candy at the little petri dishes out there. I hope they're cute. I hope they're dressed in their finest ghoul outfits. And I love Halloween. What can I say?
Love it.
We're going to keep it Halloween. We're going to do a song by the Sonics, The Witch.
I know what you're thinking, but you won't give far. She gon' make you twitch. God sees the witch. Those are your late at night. Most of the people are sleeping tight. If you hear her knocking on your door, better sing it away. Now you know the score, 'cause we set you straight. But you better be careful now, before it's too late. She gon' make you twitch. God, she's a witch. On your door, better sing it away. Well, you know you will. Well, don't you know? And do you remember that I told you so? She gon' make you twitch, 'cause she's a witch. Thank you, good people. Shall we, gentlemen? Last. Another song from the very first recording by the band Mordred, off of our Fool's Game LP. Hope y'all like it. The devil bird becomes your royalty.
Hey, you!
Brought to you by Merchant Saloon, poisoning Oakland since 1916.
That's it. Get him. Get him in the car.
Where were you on the night of October 7th?
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Are you buzzed right now, sir? Sir, I need you to empty your pockets onto the table. Now, and explain to this man how it wasn't you.
What do you mean you're not that same fly?
Wait a minute. That's not him. It's not the same fly.
Damn flies all look the same.
Brought to you by Speyside Coffee, Roasting Company and Cafe. Now safely open in 2 locations. The best coffee of Scotland.
Masters of puppets. You're all puppets.
What do these things want and why are they here? Why do they keep attacking all the taco trucks?
You still don't get it, boy, do you? It's all their pot. The tacos, too.
They have recruited the rich and powerful. Have you seen Mike Tyson's place?
They're running the whole show. The whole enchilada. At least until they eat it. You know how the munchies are.
Wake up. They're all about you. All around you. They blinded us to the truth.
Take a look.
They're safe as long as they're not discovered. Hide your stash. Hide your snacks. Hide your tacos.
I don't know what they are or where they came from.
All right.
They have us.
Look at them, they're everywhere. Look at the glazed eyes, the stupid grins. Oh snap, is that a flying taco truck?
Our owners.
We have no other choice.
Can't we make a deal with them? Negotiate? Like free Taco Tuesday? Or buy 1/8, get the second one half off?
I got a bad feeling about this. Leave it alone, man. It ain't none of my business. It ain't none of yours. What do you care what they're smoking over there?
It's not what they're smoking. It's the glasses. What are the glasses for?
I know how my eyes get when I'm lit. Maybe they got a job interview or something.
We have been lulled into a trance. The whole world is in a pod-induced coma.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. They've run out of space weed. They're gonna want ours next. They've got no munchies. They didn't want our tacos. I can't imagine life without tacos.
Don't you think you're overreacting a little? I mean, this is California. Do you know how many taco trucks there are?
We're gonna need a bigger taco truck. They're sending some kind of signal through our TV sets.
I've got one that can see.
Push a button, and bam! You'll be asking yourself, are you experienced?
I have come here to smoke bubblegum kush and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum kush.
Brought to you by Mercia's Plumbing. We lay pipe.
Hey guys, I know we're trying to watch our own special and shit, but it's time to wrap this fucker up. Sorry for the language, everybody. We made it through. Holy crap! This felt like we just delivered a child, a very, very distorted child, with a lot of difficulties at the birth. But this was a lot of fun. We got a few words here from the band themselves. Go ahead, boys.
We just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and thanks for supporting Mordred throughout all these years. We absolutely love you. Thank you.
All right, and I just wanted to say a quick thing that I wrote, and now it's gone. Oh, shit. Yeah. What the
This routine we practice.
That's what happens to the lead guitarists.
What the shit?
Practice.
When they get old and shit.
What the hell just happened?
This is all a bit. This is all a bit. Intentional.
First of all, we have some.
Oh, it was right
We have some
fucking
new
there, and it's
albums
gone.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
well,
well-
we wanted to thank Marco Barbieri and M Theory, everybody on the staff there for taking us on for a couple records. We're going to make some music with them. And we wanted to thank them. And everybody out there for checking us out. And we've got
Thank you, M. Theory.
EPs for sale. And we've got, there's the Big Daddy there. Big Daddy. And here's the little bastard. Here's the little bastard.
It's
and
a
these are
CD.
on- What?
It's got parents.
It's
Anyway,
got
it. He said it.
without further ado, thank you. Good night.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster
the
mash.
monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five.
They made the mash,
They played the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin Rex's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And it's a graveyard smash.
It's now the mash.
It's caught on.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night. I hope you will bring me lots of presents.
Who are you writing to, Linus?
This is the time of year to write to the Great Pumpkin. On Halloween night, the Great Pumpkin rises out of his pumpkin patch and flies through the air with this bag of toys for all the children.
You must be crazy. When are you going to stop believing in something that isn't true?
When you stop believing in that fellow with the red suit and the white beard who goes ho, ho, ho.
We are obviously separated by denominational differences.
You must get discouraged because more people believe in Santa Claus than in you. Well, let's face it, Santa Claus has had more publicity. But being number 2, perhaps you try harder. Not again! Writing a letter to a stupid pumpkin? You make me the laughing stock of the neighborhood. All they talk about is my little brother, who always writes to the Great Pumpkin. You better cut it out right now or I'll pound you. There are 3 things I have learned never to discuss with people: religion, politics, and the Great Pumpkin.